it do, guys? It's your girl Lexi, and I am here. We serve dope. What does we serve dope? We serve difference of opinions presented to educate in an entertaining way, a different kind of way. Let's get it, y'all. Let's go. Yes, guys, I hope everybody is doing well. Today's video is going to be a story time, guys. Yes, we're going to do the story time. You asked me for story time. We're going to do the story time, guys. I appreciate all of y'all who still come back and check and all of that. I know. I keep saying I'm going to get consistent, right? And you know why I keep saying it? Because I'm going to manifest it, okay? I am going to manifest it. Do not judge me, okay? I'm going to get there. I promise. But anyways, guys. All right, so today's video, like I said, is going to be a story time. And I was sitting back and thinking, because I have many testimonies, guys. I have many stories, right? So I just want to, I don't know, this particular story keeps coming to surface. So I'm like, you know what? Let's do that one, right? And I think it's because it's actually the year of the karma. A lot of people was getting karma, right? A lot of people don't recognize karma. A lot of people get the same karma over and over, and they don't recognize that it is karma, or that it's something that they're, done or doing or whatever. Yeah, so anyways, this particular year of mine, I learned that karma was real, and that I'm one of them people that can't do nothing because it is going to bite you in the butt like ASAP, quick, in a hurry, okay? Especially if you morally woke. If you morally woke and you know there's certain things you should not be doing, honey, and you do it anyway, honey, the karma comes back to you so fast. Have you ever noticed that you're one of them people that you can't do anything because as soon as you do it, the karma comes back faster than mine? And then you got a Susie down the block who will do whatever the hell she want, and she don't never get bitten in the ass. And if she do, it comes with maybe 7, 8, 9, 10 years down the line. But here you go, you do something today, tomorrow it bites you in the ass, maybe in an hour, maybe in 50 minutes, 30 minutes. Right? You realize you're one of them people? Yeah, I'm one of them people. And this particular year, I was 18 years old, guys. I turned 18 years old. I never forget it because in this household where I was at, as some of y'all know, I was adopted. So in this particular household, my mom was either you going to school, you're going to do something, or you get married. And I was not getting married. It's out. My sisters chose to get married. My sisters did get married at 18 years old as they left the household. That's what they chose. They didn't work out so well for them. So, no ma'am. I did not want to get married. That was far from my books, okay? I did have a little boyfriend, whatever the case might be, but I was not thinking about marriage at the time. So I went to visit my sister for summer in Connecticut, and I thought it was like, peace. Like it was way slower than New York where I was at, and it was just different. Everybody's style was different. Everybody was slower. I felt like I was kind of like up one day, you know what I'm saying? The only thing was different was my attitude compared to theirs, right? I was a bitch, you know what I'm saying? That little hard up attitude I had, right? So I wasn't so easy. And some of these girls was just real mean, right? I feel like Connecticut girls were more like spoiled. They don't need, I got it out the mud type shit, like, and these girls were like spoiled girls, like, that's just what I felt at that age, 18 years old, right? So I didn't really have anything in common with these females. I may have met one or two that I'm still cool with today that actually could resonate, that we were cool, that we clicked, and everything turned out well, right? But anyway, prior to that, anyways, I went up there, I went to visit. I thought it would be smooth sailing for me. It would be better for me versus in New York because I was fighting so much. I was always in drama. The money situation was getting real. So I was indulging in illegal things, trying to get dollars or whatever the case might be as well. I don't, that's part of my testimony. So, after getting arrested and like getting in trouble all the time at the home, and it was just a lot going on, and feeling the pressure from my mom's like, you're gonna go to school, you're gonna get married, you're gonna go so I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go to school. I'm gonna stay with my sister, and I'm just gonna go to school. So it was a decision. That's it. I had a big old birthday party bash, at my mom's house. I remember my brother, my sister, my brother, my pops, and my mom's set up a nice little birthday bash. 18 years old, was popping. It was papping, kid. When I tell you, we had a good old time. Okay, we was young as hell. We were drinking. Okay. It was a lot going on, but it was in the house. It was a house party. I had people in the hallways, in the rooms. We had a big old DJ. We had catered food. It was amazing. It was a very nice party. Shout out to my moms and pops. May they rest in peace for that, right? But anyway, yeah, so they threw me a big old party, and so I was off to Connecticut, okay? At the time, like I said, I had a boyfriend. At this time, I think we were together maybe a year and a half, maybe 2. I'm not really sure at the time, right? Of course, the transition for me and him, because the distance, you know, he didn't take it so well, but he was very, very much supportive. If I remember, he supported me financially. Maybe the first 2 months that I moved out there. He was a great, great guy. He was Dominican. He probably will see this video one day. Yeah, he was a great guy. He was a really great guy, and he helped me transition, right? As much as he could until he found somebody, and he was like, well, you know what I'm saying, the distance ain't right, you know, so we parted ways, you know, together, like agreed to part ways, right? But prior to that though, right, the very first day I believe that I was moving back, that I was going to Connecticut to live in Connecticut, me and him was taking the train, right? So here's where the story, here's where it gets icky, y'all. So me and him go to the subway, I believe it was the, I can't remember, it was the Queens train. We was coming from where he lived at, because he was a Queens, he lived in Queens, and we was coming from where he lived at, if I remember right. We was taking his train, or we could have been taking the train from my house, I don't know, but we were going towards dropping me off to the train station to go to Connecticut. Even like the second week where I was still bringing stuff to Connecticut via train, and he was helping me. So this second week, whatever, we on the train, and we happen to see this guy sitting on the train. I'll never forget it. The guy had his wallet kind of like semi falling out of his pocket, and the guy that I was dating at the time, we'll call him Timmy, all right? He seen it as well. So we both seen it, and we both locked eyes. Now, he looked at me, I looked at him, but of course, in his eyes, I guess he was thinking to grab the wallet, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I could have said anything, right? But of course I froze. I just watched him take the wallet, y'all. He, not even take the wallet. He kindly let the man get up and drop the wallet. Kindly let the man get off the train, and he took the wallet. Kindly like that. And I watched. Y'all. Right? And not only did I watch, right? I was so surprised. Even after it all happened, when we got off the train, he took out the wallet. He actually threw out the wallet. I think we only took the money. And he threw everything else out, right? And he kind of like split the money with me. If I'm not mistaken, the money was like about $50 he gave me, right? It was maybe like $100, and we split it down. He gave me $50. I remember taking it, putting it in my pocket, everything, guys. I didn't feel so good about this, but I knew he felt the same way too. But I think it, like I said, it was like an opportunity thing. Like, oh, well, we did it, it's done type of thing, right? But morally, he knew too, though. So it's like, I don't know. I went along with it. I didn't say nothing to him. I didn't say he was wrong. I didn't say we were wrong. I didn't say what happened. I didn't say anything. We didn't even morally speak about this. We just was like, oh shit, this just happened. Let's split it. Boom, 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 right? So whatever, he drops me to Connecticut. After that, he goes back to New York. And I will never forget this day. Okay, which is I think the very next day, right? The block is busy. Everybody's outside. I'm on my sister's porch. We, you know, everybody's out there. My nephews, my sister, we were chilling on the porch, right? So I happened to be with a friend of mine's on as well. We were real cool. He kind of liked me, but at the time we ended up dating down the road, but at that time we were just cool, right? So he ended up saying, hey, want to walk to the store or something like that. We were walking to the store. I was like, all right, cool, let's walk to the store. But I guess because everybody that I was on the porch with knew we were walking to the store, as we got off the porch to walk to the store, they went inside. So as we got off the porch to walk to the store, we were walking towards going down the block, and I noticed that a car stops at the end of the block. Now, I noticed it. So I noticed it, but I didn't say anything. I noticed it. We kept walking. I looked at him, but he didn't notice it. So we still walking, whatever. The car is still there. It stopped. And then all of a sudden the person gets out. Now when the person gets out, now he looks at me. Now we both looking at each other like. So we looking at him to see how far he's going to make it before we be like, oh shit, where's this person going, right? So I will never forget, I was giving him to the tree. In my head, I'm like, I'm going to give him to that tree. If he makes it to that tree, oh, he coming for us. So I'm about to run or I'm going to turn the other way. So I'm looking at him, he's looking at me, the guy's coming, and I'm like, when he makes it to that tree. So when he made it to the tree, I looked at him, we both looked at each other. We knew we had to turn around and take off. So when we looked at each other, turn around and take off, all of a sudden, ghost town. Like, nobody's outside. Nobody. None of the people that was outside, nobody who was on the porch, nobody was outside. Ghost town. It was almost like it was a setup, like everybody was in on it. Crazy. The guy comes, run up on the... He like, where you going? So off rip, I'm like... So me and him looking at each other, we like put our hands up, you know. Now, let's rewind. Prior to this, right, guys, those of y'all, as I said already, I was adopted. Okay, so prior to this, maybe 2 years, because this was when I was 18, 16, my biological mother passed away, and I had the blessing. God gave me the blessing to actually speak with her, see her, speak with her the week prior to her passing away, which is another story time I could probably do to y'all, because that is another testimony, honey, that blew me, right? I got to hang with her prior to the week that she passed away, and she had this necklace that had 3 dolphins on it, and she expressed to me how much it meant so much to her, which is funny because it's a 3, and that's my life path number, which is 3. And she expressed to me how much this dolphin necklace meant so much to her. Her friend gave it to her, and she always held on to it. She loved it so much, blah, blah, right? So she wore it, okay? So fast forward, she ends up passing away, and her boyfriend ends up giving me this necklace, stating to me that right before she passed away, she gave it to him and said to give it to me. So he gave it to me at her funeral services. So fast forward now, back to this incident, I had this necklace on. So when the guy comes to me, he's like, give me everything you got, give me everything you got. I never forget what I had. I had a sweatsuit on, an Ill-ass sweatsuit. I can't remember the brand though. I think it was, I can't remember. But anyway, it was pink and gray and white. I never forget that. And it was a hoodie sweater. It was velour, you know what I'm saying? And I had money in my pocket. I had these big bamboo earrings that had my name in them. I had this necklace with my name on it, and then I had the necklace with the 3 dolphins that belonged to my mom's, but that one was tucked inside. So, and then I had this ring also with my name on it. So I was decked out with my name on it. Right, and so he's like, give me everything you got, give me everything you got. Now, my boy had a big Cuban link necklace on the inside. It wasn't even on the outside. You didn't even see it. So clearly, this robbery was for him, because even after he said, give me everything you got, and I'm like, I don't got nothing. He like, look at all that, give me that. He took my earrings, whatever. He went in my pockets and everything, and then he went to the guy. He went to my boy, and he was like, give me that Cuban. I see that Cuban. I know you got that Cuban, and he knew exactly who he was. Okay, now that's important moving down the line. Okay, now he takes the Cuban necklace out of his sweater, and he goes, yup, let me get that. So he's taking it off of him. Now while he's taking it off of him, he comes back to me. He's like, he already took all the money out of my pocket. Mind you, what was in my pocket? The $50 that I got from the ex was still in my pocket. I never had used that. I had the $50 in my pocket all this time. Okay, now this was the next day. Okay, this was the next day. I went to the store. Matter of fact, I didn't even get to use the money because I went to the store. I didn't even get to make it to the store. That's what happened. I didn't even get to use the money. I still had the money in my pocket because I didn't even get to make it to the store, y'all, to even use my money, because this is the very next day. I hadn't been outside. I was only on the porch, and then he came and said, let's go to the store. If you remember, I said that. Now, that same $50, I got robbed for that $50. I got robbed for my earrings. I got robbed for my name necklace. I got robbed for my ring. Now, he ended up seeing the little necklace, and he was like, let me get that too. And I ended up, I don't know where I got these little balls from. Now, I look back now this day, and I be like, bitch, who did you think you was? Because in that moment, I became somebody. I was like, nah, you ain't getting that. I said, nah, my mom's giving me that. Now, if you want that, you're going to have to snatch that. He put the pistol on my, like this, like, is you crazy? I said, give me that. I said, now, at this point, my boy's like, yo, her mom's gave that. Her mom's gave her that. Like you wild. He like, yo, he went, shut the fuck up. He was like, yo, shut the fuck up. Right? So he came back to me. He was like, let me get that. Pulled it because I wouldn't give it to him. Now, he took that. As soon as he popped that off of me, I started boo-hoo crying. Now, it was a robbery still in progress, y'all. I walked away crying. I felt like fucking, who was it that got the chain snatched? Was it Friday? And he walked around.
Give it up, Red.
Come on, Debo, stall him out.
Where you got my 40, homie? I don't have nothing. Yeah, you got something. Why you tripping, Debo? Shut up, fuck, I'll knock your ass out.
Oh, man, that's messed up. Why don't you give him back his chain?
What chain?
Yeah, what chain?
Man, my grandmama gave me that chain. Fuck that.
That's how I felt. I walked around, walked away. The robbery was still in progress. I left my boy everything. My heart was hurt. I was walking back towards my family house. Now, they know, once they saw me walk away, they let me go too and everything. They just left because at this point, they got everything, right? So now when I'm crying, I boo-hoo cry. I went to my house. I told everybody what happened. My nephews go crazy. They out there looking, you know what I'm saying? Of course, they don't find nothing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going crazy. Everybody trying to find it. They're like, how the hell this happened? We was just outside. I'm like, I don't know. But in my head, I knew it was all because of what happened the day before. In my head, I saw the whole karma play out. Now, I did not take this man wallet, but morally, I could have called the man and said, hey, your wallet, right? I chose not to, right? So I lost the most in this because even though the robbery was for my boy, I got robbed and he got the watch. He lost too, but I lost the most, you know. What I lost was something sentimental. You know, what he lost was material that he could have replaced. I couldn't replace that necklace, ever. And he did more than what I did because he actually spoke up for me. I didn't speak up for that man. I didn't get that man his wallet. I could have said, hey, your wallet. I could have said anything. So I lost the most in this because I was morally woke. And not to say he wasn't, you know what I'm saying? But I'm looking at it as me because I know I was. I knew better. I knew I could have said something. In that moment, I wanted to. I just not listen. I didn't listen to my guys, my gut, my intuition. So the punishment came double for me, if it makes sense. He was from the streets, so it was different for him. You know, he wasn't morally woke like I was because I'm coming straight off the porch. Like, I was still morally, you know, even though I fought a lot, I knew better. Versus him, he was out here. This is what he do. You know what I mean? It's my point. So it was like, you know, if it makes sense, think about it. Like, I lost. I lost the necklace I'm never going to ever see again. My mom's necklace, my blood, my mom's, my biological mom's. And I was blessed to even see her again. I was blessed to even see her while she was sick before she passed over. Enough for her to be in contact with me enough so that her boyfriend could give me the necklace. And look at how I lost it. I don't know why I went with the flow. For what? For $50? Even though I didn't even know I was going to get money out of it. I didn't even know none of that. To me, it was just I froze. And that was one of the biggest lessons ever in my life. That really did something to me. Because when I actually really got to sit down, because that really showed me like, yo, I can't do, nah, I'm good. Can't be a part of, nah, I'm good. I realized that karma comes in many ways. You don't have to be the one doing that shit. But when you're morally woke and you're a part of it, you see it, you don't stop it, you know you could do something about it, and you do nothing about it, the karma comes to you too in a different way. But it comes to you. And sometimes worse than the person who actually committed the crime because they know not what they do out here in these screekums, right? But when you are Christ conscious, you know. And even though I wasn't all the way woke, I was definitely morally woke. I knew better. I knew better. This is not to say nothing about my ex at that time. You know, he was a great person, but I think it was more like of an opportunity, right? Money, real quick. And everybody has pressure in that moment, and you just make a decision. And that was his at the time, right? You know, I'm not judging his judgment at all. I'm talking about my judgment and my consequence in it, right? Nothing about this has nothing to do with him. You know what I'm saying? This doesn't make him look bad or any of that. Please don't take it, you know, judge him or any of that. Like, this is not his story. This is my story. This is mine, okay? It's not about him. Again, he was a great guy. I think this was more like just opportunity. Like, you know, it was an opportunity there. He was under pressure and he made his choice. But again, I made mine too. And this is about my choice. I had to deal with that, okay, for a long time. I was very, very, very hurt, son. I was very hurt by that. I was very hurt and shocked, you know, because in my head, I'm like, oh, I got robbed because of him, you know what I'm saying? But then it's like, it's not because of him, you know? Like, they wanted you. They wanted your necklace. Like, they would have never even seen anything I had they not seen me walking with you. But in reality, nope, that was my lesson. It was for me. Because clearly, it was for me. You know, they took the $50. They took my name. You know, in New York City, the bamboos with your name on it, which I had the one up here that go like this too. I had that. I had the one with my name in the middle like this. I had the necklace with my name on it. Like, everybody knew my name, okay? Gone. So, they definitely pawned all that shit. Never forget it. I will never ever forget that lesson. That was a big lesson for me. I will never forget it. So anyways, guys, because I'm daydreaming, I'm like reliving that whole thing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's one of my story times, and I'm going to share, others with you guys. I might share this story about this guy I dated whose brother struggled with alcohol, and one time they tried to take him out, boy, and luckily I was the one who heard them coming, and I screamed his name. He ran off. He knew exactly where to run to. I ran the opposite way into someone's home, actually, and it's funny, God puts you in certain places at certain times, because I wasn't even supposed to be outside at that time. I just came out on some nudge shit. I just felt it. Woke up in the middle of the night, felt like it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. And you never believe who this man became today, okay? Who he is today. So that's another story time. Maybe that'll be my next story time. But hey guys, yes, that's my story time for today. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you have an idea for a next story time. And in the meantime, I am going to bring y'all other stories that I'm working on still. I should have been released, but I got y'all, right? So anyways, guys, yes, I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. You've been served with my life and stuff. So I'll see y'all in the next one, guys. I love y'all so much. Take care of yourselves. Remember, karma is very real. Stay out of the way, baby. Leave with love always and forever. Catch you on the next one.